In this video, I'm going to show you how to create the sphere. So, as you can see in my assembly, this is the sphere right here that makes up the check valve, that makes up one of the components of the check valve system. We will be creating a revolution for the sphere. That is something new. Besides an extrusion, it will actually be revolving around a central axis to create the sphere-like formation that we see in this geometric pattern. So, what I'm going to do to get started here is take a look at the sketch. Right-click, edit the sketch. This piece is 19.5 millimeters in diameter. So that's what I need to know, 19.05. So I'm going to go to Start. We're going to start a new millimeter IPT. So standard millimeter IPT or inches, depending on what you're working in. 19.05 is what the diameter will be. So I'm going to start a new sketch. Click on this work plane. And I'm going to draw a mirror line, or a axis line in this case. It comes straight down. Doesn't matter as long as it's greater than 19.05. Now I'm going to take an arc and come here, and I'm going to go the distance of 19.05, and then also go the distance of 19.05. Actually, that one messed up. Let's do it this way. We'll start off on a circle, and we'll make the circle 19.05. Hit enter. Okay. Then I'm going to draw a line from here to here to cut that circle in half, and I'm going to take the trim tool and trim this side off so that all we have left is just this side. Finish the sketch. Let's go to revolve. Click, and as you can see, what we did here is we created a profile in the first sketch. We created half the sphere, okay, that with a distance of 19.05. And from here we have the axis, which is this right here. And this circle is going around, the profile is going around the circle, circular pattern, to create that sphere. Hit OK. There's your sphere. Okay. So I can name that, save that, and as a normal file, IPT file, and then move on to the next piece. So I'm going to go out and look at the next piece which I want to create, which is the O-ring. I'm going to go and double click on the O-ring so that we can see what that looks like. So edit the sketch. Here's the O-ring right here. So that is 0.748 in millimeters, or actually this is in inches now. So I can switch this back to inches and I can show you how to do that too. So go to New. We'll go to, we'll say we're in millimeters, hit Create. And from here I'm going to start a new sketch. Click on the XY plane. And let's go to Tools, Document Setup. Change the units to inches. I can go back and forth however I wish to do that. Okay, let's go back to the check valve. Alright, so we have a distance that this is away is 0.748. Okay, and this is a 16th inch diameter circle. So 0.748. So let's go ahead and do that. So let's draw a line first. Start a 2D sketch. Oh, we already have one. It's right here. Okay, edit this sketch. And I'm going to draw a center line. So there's my center line. Make that a center line by selecting it, hitting the center line option. And I'm going to create a sphere over, or a circle over here. And that's going to be 1/16 of an inch. Okay? Now the distance that we need to go from the center of this circle to this center line, okay, because this circle will revolve around the axis to create the not the check valve, but the O-ring. Let's go ahead and look. Like I said, it's going to be the 0.748 is what we're looking at. So I'm going to dimension from this center point to here, 0.748, and hit the check mark. And you see what that did. It created, this center mark is 0.748 across from this center mark where the other circle will be. So hit finish the sketch, and we want to revolve the circle around the center line by clicking on the revolve feature. And it already did it for us. Hit OK. So now I have both these parts right here. Now if you wanted to go ahead and change the colors or the textures of these parts and actually turn them into the correct materials, you could do that at this time by going up to the default up here at the top of our window, and then you could look for rubber. Okay, and look around. There's rubber black. Okay, so that's rubber. Now this first part here too, this is acrylic or this could be considered a plastic, a type of plastic. So let me go and see if I have acrylic here. Doesn't look like I do. I do have clear, so I could do a clear. That gives us the clear. It's not the actual material though. Okay, so I have both of those parts now, in addition to the parts that I created from before. And the last part in the next video will be creating the spring, and that'll be it. And then all that we'll need to do is there will be an assembly video that shows you how to put the whole thing together. Okay, so that is the end of